Okay, so I didn't realize that when I change games, it stops my stream. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I thought there was a way to prevent that, but apparently not. So, you know, it is what it is. But that's fine. Alright. So, expedition is done. Grab that.
Add Ash.
And then I think I'm full on these, but let's check. Yes. Okay. Today's Wednesday. Is that the day for the books that I need? No. Okay. Well, let's go do commissions real fast.
Next on the agenda.
All right. So, here. Behind me. Okay.
We're way behind schedule.
Gather those.
Next on the agenda.
That is such a silly commission. It's so quick. Right. And then this is the ley line one. Okay.
We're way behind schedule.
Ley lines. Actually, let me break these real quick because I'm kind of low on ore, honestly, because of actually leveling up weapons.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Got everything there, right? Yes.
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight.
Here comes another.
Let my name echo in song. Off to the freezer. Let's see. All right, let's finish this fast. All right, you asked for it. No touching. Calm down.
Okay. And over here. Get those ores. It's true.
Born of ice and frost. A dash of frost. No touching.
Oh, Gwyneth Paltrow? She's an actress. She is, I'm trying to think, what would you know her from? She was Pepper Potts in the Iron Man movies. She's done a bunch of other stuff, but I mean, it's not like I don't like her. I like making fun of her because she's silly. Did I get everything here? Does that answer it? She does a bunch of like lifestyle brand things. I think her company or whatever is called Goop, and she's like so silly and she's kind of full of herself, so I like to make fun of her. Do I do account reviews? No, I mean, I guess I could, but I'm not, I don't know if I'm, like, qualified to do that, really. Like, I just play for fun for the most part. I don't, I could try, yeah. I wouldn't even know how to go about doing that, though. Did I finish my commissions? I think I did. Don't need any of these. Okay. And then my friendship party.
Add Ash. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I know some people that do that. But I'm kind of lazy. I don't know if it's worth the effort, really, for me. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was just gonna farm some books.
Next on the agenda.
Show me your move.
Blaze over. Off to the freezer. Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide. Calm down.
Can't see.
Some fun, shall we?
Why are they attacking that? That's annoying. Okay. I think I have... Yeah, let's do one more.
Time schedule.
Let's put up a good fight.
Adaptive frosting. Strike a pose. Time to shine. Let's see.
Stick around.
Let's
How about some fun? Take a seat.
Okay. And then... So I'm gonna go make some condensed resin.
schedule.
Okay. And then... I still have enough for one more, so I guess... farming books is so boring, but... I don't really have anything else that I want to work on right now.
Access denied. Shower me with praise. Let the world come off to the freezer. Let's go.
Okay. And I'm out of resin now, so that's good. I should go to my teapot and grab my coins.
This realm.
Okay. Today's what? Wednesday? I kind of want to get the Mora. Okay. Remember that for later.
If you ever.
I think I've done everything else. This is done. Well, I guess I need to do that. And then I know I need to do this at some point. Hello! I'm not sure what I want to do. Take that off, 'cause that's so distracting. Well, I could either just like randomly get some exploration done, or I can do story. I'm not sure what I want to do. I guess I should start the story. Right? Get this out of the way. I'm so far behind on other stories in like my other games. I feel like I should do this. I haven't done... I can do this, right? Yeah.
If you lie on the ground...
Let's just start it, why not?
You know what? The Windbloom Festival should be coming up! We haven't been to Mondstadt in a while. Come on, let's go check up on all our old friends!
Return to special story mode. Huh? Hello! Hello, new person. I'm doing good. I'm a little indecisive today. What happens if I click on this? Oh. Okay. I've never seen this before. I know it's because I'm doing the quick start or whatever. But I mean, I guess. Okay.
Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful! Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because I know I haven't done... I think there's a Fontaine Archon quest that I am supposed to have done for this or something, and I haven't done that yet. But we can do that later.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing
I mean, I don't know if this quest is the most interesting thing to watch, but I do need to do it.
In general, yes.
I'm gonna put this on auto.
The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But... feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Yeah, I was afraid of that they would have their voices missing. I figured that was gonna be an issue, because I know they're still dealing with that, problem.
It's finally Windbloom, and here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
I've been playing for a few years, I think. I can't remember when I started.
You know people start reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down.
I've just been getting,
Sorry, I'm just...
I've been getting lazy with,
I should go. Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn.
I can't think what I'm trying to say. I play pretty regularly. I'm just lazy with doing
walk you home.
Story.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago...
Oh, they're voiced in Japanese.
What is it?
Okay, interesting.
There something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait. Are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Sumer.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off.
Well, I started... I don't remember the years. Yes, I actually started playing right before Sumeru. So, I don't know what patch that is. It was right before. I know Yoimiya was on the banner by herself. If that helps with the timing. And the very first 5-star that I actually rolled for was Tunari when he had his banner.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but
I've been playing since then.
lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
Who tells release?
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine. Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see?
I love Hu Tao. She was one of the first
this is for me to figure out.
characters that I really
after all.
tried to like
Anyway,
build teams around and like
to.
put effort into.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
So she always has a special place in my heart.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
When because I really wanted
Where can I find a
Yelan,
truly
and that was when they were running together
Wait,
as reruns.
But Donna is the one who has a huge crush on Diluc,
And I
right?
wasn't even intending to roll on Hu Tao, mind
That's
you.
what I thought too.
I won the
She
50-50
seems to
on
have changed her
Yelan,
mind.
and my birthday was actually like the next day, so I was
Is
like,
that Captain
I'm just gonna
Kaya?
YOLO on Hu Tao's banner.
Now that I look at him,
And
he's exactly my type.
I just ended, I
How
was
come
like,
I
you know
never
what, I
thought this
want
way
her.
before?
I'm gonna get her. And she works with Yelan, so I was kind of, I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm
Yeah, she
sorry,
can have
Captain.
stamina
Just
problems if
pretend
you don't
I didn't
have,
do anything. And, have a happy
her
winter.
constellation, I suppose. I mean, I don't have it, but I always have to do the like 2 normals into a charged combo.
Good question, Kaya.
Oh, I didn't even know
do you
Kaya
know
was
about that?
talking. I was looking.
Well,
Okay, so he's not
Master
voiced.
Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but
Yeah,
when I saw
Chi-Chi.
it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to
I will
compare it to
say,
something, it would be like waking
as much
up
as
and
like
realizing you're married to
Chi-Chi
a
gets
man
such a
you
bad
don't
reputation,
love.
and I know she's not like great. I did actually build her
But then
at
I
one
saw
point.
And it wasn't that something was
Lord,
different about
I did
you.
actually end up building her, and
can't really explain
she's
it.
like my lazy,
just
um,
a feeling.
my lazy hyperbloom team. When I just don't want to bother, and I'm like, you know what? She can just on field
Here he
and
comes. Well,
for the
surprise
memes,
to
you
see
know.
us.
I mean, yeah,
Not at
yeah,
all.
that's true.
fun,
You
you
can kind of
three.
put anyone as that
So,
last slot on
you
the
said you were looking for
hyperbloom.
us.
Xinyan is one of those ones that I should get around to playing with at some point. I feel like I should, just for fun, you know. I just recently finished building Barbara because I had never built Barbara, and I was like, you know what? Barbara deserves some love. I haven't really used her for anything, mind you, but she's there.
We're way behind schedule.
I don't know why I didn't just teleport up here. Why I'm just walking, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I do have a lot of... I have a lot of characters built, but they're not built very well. I was definitely a go wide strategy when I started
Good.
playing.
With
Like, I
what's
just
about to
wanted a
happen,
lot of
it's great to have
characters,
you in town.
and I wasn't, like, trying to make them amazing. I was just like, I want all of them.
What's going on?
So I have a lot of kind of mediocre, mediocrely built
It's an honor to
characters.
meet you. I believe introductions are in order.
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Oh, Arlecchino's definitely a good one to be built. She's so strong.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
Yeah, poor Jean. It makes these scenes so awkward too, because it's so quiet. Okay, I'm just gonna skip. It's taking too long. I guess I could read the dialogue, you know, and read it out loud.
So, do you need our help?
Hold on, the group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team. But we didn't see him out there.
A keen observation. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. I don't know how Jean... I can't mimic Jean that well. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial?
That's a terrible Jean voice. Jean, it's time. Oh, I have to click. Understood. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. Oh, okay. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm no matter what you hear. I need to head over there. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Oh, okay. Hello. Is it Dahlia? Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. I think he just hasn't talked yet. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hertha? Is it Hertha? Will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Oh, but she's voiced? Okay. Miss Hertha. I keep wanting to say Herta because of Star Rail.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Murder?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, She saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand.
Yeah, the zoom killed
Please
me.
tell us what you saw.
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction.
Yeah, they just have like
Maybe it was
generic
just my
NPC syndrome
imagination.
going on
I
there.
was terrified, thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. Oh god, he's not voiced either. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the
What?
defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then
Sorry.
the witness report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
Whoa. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you see that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt?
Oh god,
Otherwise,
please be voice
I-
Sucrose. I don't want to do Sucrose
No,
voice.
help out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
Sorry. And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? No, because he's not voiced. You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body. Or motive. Zoom.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
I don't know how to say his name. Ragenvinder? Please tell the court what you saw. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath a cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from 2 separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
Well, I mean, it's 4:21 here. I'm up, you know. I would only inquire as to what Mr. Deluc was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all. Master Deluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet the question remains. Why are the bodies? Where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is what looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Careful now, Master Deluc. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment. We have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning, with Mr. Albedo present. Oh, Lord. That's right. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's all right, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Take over, Sucrose. Yeah, I don't know about that. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes. I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Okay, Dahlia.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
I keep forgetting I have to click. A correspondence. Oh no, that envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
Why does his voice sound like this? It's probably a woman voicing him, I'm assuming.
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I trust the investigators have confirmed... I don't know. I can't think like what Jean sounds like. That's annoying. Have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes.
I never
What
use
more can
Jean.
we trust than the
What she
defendant's
sounds like
own
normally.
words?
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand.
She did like the
My original
Arthur
assessment was that we lacked said evidence.
bald fist me there.
But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Ha. Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me he's... Oh, this is him thinking. I don't know. I feel wrong voicing the Traveler because he's like not voiced. Oh, Rosaria. Well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. Yes, you're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. Oh, we just teleporting. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Review. Oh, it's just like a... I don't care about that. Okay. We actually get to move. Oh my god. This sounds when I was fighting for Albedo. I never remove those. Oh, like the event with Albedo? Yeah, I wasn't playing when that, if that's what it is, happened. I don't know. The thing is, because I'm, I don't know what's being skipped, because I just haven't done it yet, and what's, like, something I wasn't around for. Oh, okay. Venti! Can I do Venti voice? I don't know. Ah, Brahms, Paimon, I could hear your arrival upon... That's terrible. Upon the
Venti, did you send us that
No, I did.
Oh, I was like, what the hell? Where'd you come from?
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, this guy, his name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animal Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right? That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your minds, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animal Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Yeah, I don't know how to do Venti. I'm just gonna read it normally. Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Ah, well, I knew from the moment Ryan, Daughter, and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one could afford to slack off. The Cried Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential
A
weakness.
synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun drinking.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Don.
I don't really stream. I don't know. Today I just had... Like, I've streamed in the past doing, like, random things. But, like, I don't really stream. I just kind of, like, had the odd, inclination today. I was like, I feel like streaming for some reason. I don't know why. I just did.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Board?
Oh yeah, I was reading these, I forgot. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in this time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold. I do have a Palm. I do have a YouTube channel, but I don't think I've uploaded anything to it for, like, literally years. You know what? I'm gonna check. Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device. Sorry, clicking here on my keyboard. I'm gonna check.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
Okay. Yeah, so apparently the last video I uploaded to YouTube was 5 years ago. So it's been a little minute. It's been a while. The only thing I really... Like, I have some just random crap on YouTube. I was doing a Let's Play of Resident Evil 6 a long time ago, but I got kind of stalled. I had to move, and then I just kind of never picked it up again. I'm getting tired of reading Venti. I'm just gonna skip him. Return... Oh. Let's look at you. Let's look at you. Okay. Why do I have to go all the way back over there? Yeah, the fake cowboy hat. I don't understand, because I swear when they had like all those leaks or whatever a long time ago, I swear he looked more like a bat, you know? I might stream again. I don't know. I probably should, just for fun. Why is it in here? Why isn't this like weird little alcove? I think the problem with streaming is like, I feel like people would prefer it if you try to be regular, and my schedule is so weird. But I mean, I probably should try to stream more often to, you know, just to have fun. Oh, we got Jean again. Okay. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone, but Varka once said, Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Traveler, Paimon. Perfect timing. Kai has a favor to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and it'll do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help this case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, Traveler. You've never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second floor. I'm counting on you. Okay.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
Second floor.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Good, go away so I don't have to voice you anymore. Stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow! These books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment well, we don't get to actually do it, it just does it for us. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. Like festering desire. Okay, I get it. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the something project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What
to change to like Geo Traveler. I was gonna put Albedo on the team and do it just for fun, you know, but they're like, no, here, you just get to, we just cut it for you. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. Okay. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a hidden body in that last location, or at the very least, what remains of one.
What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we...
Dodo.
Oh, Vent is going!
How's the investigation going? How's the investigation going? Find anything? Not beating those, you know, Genshin players can't read accusations here.
Oh, we found stuff, alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see, so Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Not promising. You should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Reindarter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Reindarter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo? Absolutely!
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah, well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles.
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Is there anything else up here? Where does this go? Oh, nowhere. This isn't even open. Man. Disappointing. Okay.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
What do I need to do? Oh, I need to go there. Okay. Maybe someday we'll learn what's in the rest of there. There's probably a faster way to go up here. I decided to just climb the mountain. Oh, no, don't fall. Okay. God, I haven't been to Dragonspine in so long, I forgot about the, like, cold meter, or whatever it is. Was there one above? Maybe that one would have been faster. Oh well. Oh.
We should be getting close.
Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty, and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up.
Weird. There's a hole, but no body.
Yeah, the priest team.
Argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
Why not fill the hole? Why did she say it so weird? That was it. That was lame. Oh. You're back. Did you find anything? Wait for me to walk over here.
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Miles. Wait until 2 days later for some reason. Whatever. Is that enough time? I think I needed to wait longer, but let's see.
Should we really be off work?
No,
We
that's
should
fine.
meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Hello, Jean. Ah, you two. Let me know if you're ready, and we'll head out. Alright, follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Miss Hertha, have the investigators found any made any new discoveries?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't read,
We
apparently.
sent the teeth
Genshin
and the
players
femur
can't
bones
read.
found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Who's Hanselman? I guess it doesn't matter. Male. What was my voice for her? I can't remember. 46 years old. Marital status. Single. Occupation. Hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial. His disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Luke found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain.
I feel like I should change...
A truly vile
I feel like I should change the name of my stream. I was gonna go to like a bunch of different games and do stuff, but I guess we just do a story. So maybe I should change it. Can I change it? It doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm afraid I would
In addition, another witness
mess up
has
something.
agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body.
Yeah, it was quite jarring, like that motion.
I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. Donna. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. You do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No! Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have. I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case, I'll give you that. But I will not admit it's something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow, until someone comes along and brushes it away. I don't know why I'm skipping the Traveler. Traveler, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then, I'm assuming you visited the third location on the map as well. Can you tell us what you found? You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
Oh, Lord. The third. Oh, okay. The second. Teeth. Okay. Why is it? Oh, okay, it's like stuck. I don't want to read all this. I mean, I'm reading it myself, but I don't want to read it out loud. Ecosystem. Maybe I should read it out loud. I don't know. Why is this? Oh, it's still going. I was like, why? I'll read it. Why not? I'll start with the next part, so we're a little more interactive, you know. Okay. I almost forgot. Paimon and I once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second, someone who looks exactly like him. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the 3rd location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the 3rd location weren't fresh, which suggests that the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. Bye! Thank you for watching. See ya! For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Traveler.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the 3rd location, and the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect, unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to the Traveler's point. I keep wanting to say my name. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain, the 3rd location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those...
Oh, I skipped it. No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind!
If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So, someone who happens to look exactly like you. Exactly like him. So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said someone was a person. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you, too.
A calmer-looking Hertha. As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies, the dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the dragon of the east, Dvalin, defeated Durin in battle and with help from Barbados sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My impostor on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the Homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
The two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head.
The scar is right here.
Why the nerves? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant at the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it now? You can just add it now. Oh, add the scar, okay. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say, or I should say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force, an appearance you can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried that power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them. There are others, too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm.
Show it!
Your way.
Arm showing!
Come on, let's go!
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
She's trying to get away! Stop her! Don't let anyone stand in your way!
There are others trying to get in! Must be more people under her control!
Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
Did she? I didn't see anything. It's time. All units, move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk. Before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens, and I never used human remains as part of an alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master Diluc picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Indeed. Follow me. Oop. Slimes. Oh. Okay.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They are all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so, we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
The top of the city wall. Okay. Oh. Is that Mona? Mona! What do I have to do? I just have to go to these areas.
Next on the agenda.
Oh, I took damage from that? That was stupid.
Hey, Vented!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please. Someone help me.
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, thought you were regular citizens. It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's going to be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. Haha, just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated. Oh, I went into my normal voice. I forgot.
Wait, so what about the mask? And the missing...
What the witness saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated 2 who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes. The monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second, some teeth and bone. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remains of the victims to put them to rest. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the putrefaction of the bodies. After he defeated that doppelganger Whopperflower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? I'm glad. Then you remember that I told you about Subject 2? In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Whopperflower into Subject 3. Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with the knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Sorry. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence, but those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange, those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the Knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and the short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right? Yes, so if there are little secrets that other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it. Wind.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support.
Requesting assistance at the side gate.
Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice? Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness Traveler Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot. Alright, now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas. I just want to play! Can we stop doing cutscene simulator? I've got things covered here. Whoosh. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Rah. Get back! That was a close one. I suppose thanks are in order, Master D. Luke. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh? Well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyway. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me, when did you notice something was off? The first trial. Ah, because of the fake Hertha. No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master D. Luke, when do you think I actually get nervous? I think I actually get nervous. I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. On second thought, best not to think about it. I have to play as them? Oh, for heaven's sake.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen.
Time for retribution!
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry.
Verdict is...
Freeze!
Time for retribution!
Oop.
Burn!
You will pay for that.
They're over there! Dilu, Kaya!
If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maintaining control over the roads means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you're on my side by the end. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
See you later. Have a good one. Of course, stay safe. I'm getting kind of tired of reading these out loud, honestly. Oh god, I can't do Fischl. Don't make me voice Fischl. Oh. Okay.
Let's dance.
Hee-ho. Oh, I thought he healed away. Okay. Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
I don't know if I can do a Barbara voice. I don't know. You're not rushing back to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others who need to get back to the front lines, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I knew though that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be all right. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that, over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting, so I need you to take care of yourself. How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on that region, so we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger. Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry. I'll look out for myself. I promise. Please let them be okay out there. I don't know what she sounds like. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Of course, coming. Oh God. Amber and Mika. They're here! Prepare for battle! On guard, everyone! Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Looks like we've got 25 hilly turtles, 2 blazing axe meta turtles, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. I don't know if that's... I can't remember what Mika sounds like. What am I supposed to do? I guess I can go down there, yeah.
Neutralizing threats.
I missed.
Engaging.
Okay. What? Oh, I have to go around. Okay.
Leave the wounded to me. Precision strike.
No one escapes my sight.
I mean, I could just pew-pew, but...
Neutralizing threats. Let's keep going, team.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Okay, I'm not gonna read the... I'll read the voices, but I'm not gonna act them anymore, because I'm just getting tired of it. I'll just read them out. Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I get chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you and you're none the wiser? Don't worry. Once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here. I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So, you didn't know, Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. That sounds like Eula, alright. She's an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high-profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. Ah, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take that long. It didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the Knight's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself that she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due, it was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have to thank you for that, Traveler. You probably don't know it, but you've been part of the plan since the beginning. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but it did. I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letter in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover, someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return from for Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Hertha, Subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep that from you. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his part to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
It is us who should be thanking you, honorary knight. Thanking you, honorary knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
What am I supposed to do? That's not Eula.
Gotta say, when I saw you on the side of the road, I thought you were hurt. Not about to whack me in the head.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to run away, but I just couldn't keep going, so I pretended to be unconscious. Thought I could at least land a surprise hit on a monster that way.
I get it. That's a pretty common tactic. Oh, Traveler, Albedo, you're here.
Looks like this person could use some help. We'll search for a place to keep civilians out of danger. This area appears secure, so remain here in the meantime. We'll be back with an update.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Side gate should be probably that one. Oh my, this is level 40 Traveler. Oh.
Coming to be.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Burst forth.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Get back!
I don't know why I went flying there. That was weird. Phew, it's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? Ha, no. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. My old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways, after all, and mine was a gentle old man from the Spantamad school. So you see, this time, I only used gentle methods of electrocution. So gentle, even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
I don't know about that, Lisa. You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Well, it's good to move about every once in a while. I'm supposed to go here, right?
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said.
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Clea is...
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Alright, fighting first. Conversation later.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second. I condemn you! Yeah, more speed. Crush! Yeah. Those bombs. I see what you mean. She is not to be underestimated. Freeze to the core!
Oh, well, that was probably overkill. Well... We won. Great work, Clea. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time, too. But she wasn't in the party, was she?
Beto, you can't be serious.
Was she? I guess she was. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. No problem, just leave it to Clea. Are you going to on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Clea heard you went camping for a few days and those monsters followed you back home.
Camping? Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right, so I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful if you escorted her back to her headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It would be an honor. Clea will do her best.
We're way behind schedule.
I can use this, right? Oh. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Good, our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here. Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit. Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. Clea kept Miss Eula safe the whole way. That's amazing, Klee. Eula was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Mission complete. Good to have you back safe and sound. And great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve one most... I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends. Ah, yes, of course. We can talk about it back at the headquarters. At headquarters. Traveler and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone. Alright, everyone. I'm getting tired. I can tell. I keep flubbing the lines. Alright, everyone who has finished their work should head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest. Want to come with us, Klee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes! Hi, everyone. Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh, well, wait, does that mean you saw me running for my life? Oh no, apologies, just forget I said anything. Just kidding, but you're right, it was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? Of course, I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing Subject 2's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he is no longer Mother's only child. Or her most perfect creation. It's obviously found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and, dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling. It's close. Ah, Miss Phonia. Here to make your report.
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance at this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction? And why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because you're under Durin's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. Oh. Okay. Yay. Let's grab that. Okay. And how are we doing on this anyway? Does it say anything? No. Well, let me check something. Why is this being weird? Sorry, I just need to check my, my computer real quick. What is this? Okay, whatever. Actually, while we're kind of at a break here, I want to see if I can change my... I want to see what happens when I... Alright, that was not what I was trying to do. Okay. I don't know. Can't seem to do that. So, never mind.
Wait, the operation isn't over.
I'm just gonna skip through these. I'm getting a little tired of reading them.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something? Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Is that Varka?
Wait. Barbados?
Varka.
Considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so. All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Okay. Beep beep
Hey!
boop.
He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Hello.
Alice.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell. Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados? Oh? And which brave soul is it this time? And what is your wish, dear Albedo? How unprecedented. Something even your mother...
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've been... Hello again, everyone.
Ah! She's a big Donico.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
That's cute.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Huh, I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
I guess I can just put it back on auto now. Okay. Oh, I have to go to the second floor. Here. Ooh, okay.
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? I'm bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
Dragon.
Mini Turin?
Mini Turin.
What are you doing here?
Okay.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you. So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year. What do you mean? Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Okay, that was that. Kind of remember this.
What?
Oh.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
It's to become human. Bat. Mom created him. I don't see why why Durin isn't voiced. Like, hasn't gotten anyone to do it?
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval. Definitely. You've just got to trust one another. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hack know about this?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go out of there for now because, oh, okay, so it just leaves that. That's kind of nice. That's not bad. Yeah. Well, I'm getting a little tired of Genshin. I kind of want to just, like, play instead of just doing story. It's kind of boring to me. So I'm gonna just spend my last little resin here, and then I think I'm gonna switch to a different game to do the dailies there, which was originally was my plan, because
Next on the agenda.
oh, I went the wrong way. Because I need to get stuff done, otherwise all my other games are gonna cap. So, but it was good to get some of that done. I am so bad with procrastinating on the story in all of these games. Like, a lot of the time it just went kind of boring. I don't know if this is an attention span problem or what. I do think the Genshin story is fine, more or less. My issue is that in the other games that I play, I tend to find the stories dull. Like, especially Star Rail. Oh my god, it is so boring. Like, all the jargon and, like, randomy stuff during the story is just like, oh my god, I just can't listen to all this.
I will. Well. Here comes another.
Let's use the regular lesson. Okay, I'm just gonna do this to heal real quick. Come on. There we go. Okay, so do I need to, like, those are fine. Okay. Well, that's all spent. And then I'm kind of blanking here. I'm blanking. What am I doing? Okay, so I'm done with Genshin, I think, right? I did all my commissions. Done these, right? Yeah. And these are all done. I'm gonna try pausing the broadcast and changing games. I'm gonna change to Star Rail now to do my dailies there, so let's see how that goes.